Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Tyler Perry's Divorce in the Black, about a couple that gets divorced and it turns nasty. Smash a like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 14 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. It looks okay. I mean, it's pretty standard kind of stuff. This couple gets divorced. The husband can't let go. He gets increasingly aggressive. They are pretty religious. She tries to hold up the marriage, but he can't handle it. And this happens. But in terms of the media portrayals of it, it always tends to be portrayed this way. Very rarely the other way. With the woman maybe going too far. But it's kind of got a weird title, right? Divorce in the Black. And that refers to a line in the screenplay, produced, written, and directed by Tyler Perry. July 11th, rated R for adult situations. So it refers to a line in the screenplay when she says something like, I'm in the red with this divorce, but I want to be in the black. Like she doesn't want to be broke. Okay. Again, that's sort of usually a man's situation. Like, I'm going to be screwed. I'm going to be screwed on the money. And, but in this particular case, the woman is the one who, tried to keep her marriage together, but the husband sucks. And then she wants a divorce, and then he can't handle it. And she meets another man, and her friends are all trying to help her. But he's just very angry and can't let go. And the marriage gets the divorce gets very nasty. She has to get a restraining order. So, yeah, I mean, it happens. But in terms of the media portrayal of it, we've seen this many times before. And very rarely do we see it the other way. And I would say it would probably be more interesting to see it the other way, or to see a more balanced sort of portrayal. But whatever, if you like these dramas, it looks fairly well executed, I'm going to say. So first act, they're together, but there's a lot of tension. They get into fights. They get into a kind of a public fight at this restaurant. He storms out kind of mad, and I guess she leaves him or goes to her parents. She can't resolve it. Maybe they try to go into the church. That doesn't really help. And he gets physical. Big line to cross. So she eventually decides to divorce him. So she files the paperwork, leaves him, doesn't want to meet another dude, but then runs into a dude and then starts dating him. Her friends throw her a party and everything's all good, but he can't let go. He starts following her around, sort of being intimidating against her and her family and her friends. So she gets a restraining order. Things escalate. Third act, I don't know. There's some violence. There's a fight where maybe the father and some of her friends beat the hell out of him. I don't know. I don't know if it escalates to murder. That seems a little high for this movie. But it might. It might. It's on Prime. Yeah, it looks fine. It just doesn't look very interesting to me, It just looks okay. Like, by the numbers, she divorces him, he takes it too far. Eventually, he's either jailed or killed or, and then she goes on to live her life with her new man and has a great time. The end. I guess you could say, yeah, this is aimed at women. It's about relationships, and in the end, the woman wins. And so, sure. I guess. I just don't find it very interesting. Like, it would be more interesting if they were both terrible, because that's usually how it goes in a nasty divorce. Now, sometimes one person is the good one and the other one is just horrible person, but it can pinball back and forth. It can. It depends on the couple. It gets very convoluted very quickly. I've always said I wouldn't wish divorce on my worst enemy. It's a rough time. So, I don't know how cathartic this. Maybe it's cathartic for some women to watch something like this. It's got a lot of views, 4.7 million views. Wow, and only 21,000 upvotes. Huh. That seems a little low, doesn't it? For all those views, over almost 5 million views, and you only got 21,000 upvotes. Yeah, that doesn't say much. Got any downvotes? We don't know. We don't know. Let's read the write-up. Breaking free means fighting back. Watch the trailer for a dramatic new thriller, Tyler Perry's Divorce in the Black, starring Megan Good, Corey Hardrick. Streaming on Prime July 11th. I mean, looks fine. Looks fine. Good for Tyler Perry, I guess. Trying to do something different. Soap opera-y. But, yeah, it doesn't seem to break any new ground. You could say, well, it's the cast is black. I'm pretty sure they probably would have done a movie like this about a divorce between a black couple. I think they've probably done that before. I would bet money they have. I wouldn't bet against that Tyler Perry hasn't done one of these movies before. It's just like, it's not really bringing anything all that much new to the table, what I would say. But it's not for me anyway. This isn't a movie I would watch. Regardless of the cast or whatever, I just don't want to watch dramatic movies about a divorce. You'd have to really throw in an interesting aspect in there that I would go, oh, that's different. Like if it was the man in the situation, that would be very different. We haven't gotten a really good movie where the man was in the right. Man, the woman was just using every means necessary to destroy him. And I think that kind of movie would be pretty good. I think a lot of men would watch it, number one. But I think the women would watch it too. I do. And I think it would be dramatic and interesting and different. And a big factor in divorce is the state where the divorce is taking place. That's a huge factor. This one, I'm guessing it's Texas because the father's in a cowboy hat and he's kind of like a rancher, farmer type guy. But maybe not. I don't know. So that would be definitely a more traditional sort of red state situation. Which again kind of guides the, who it's sort of aimed at. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think if you like these kinds of movies, if you like drama with relationship stuff in it, and I think it would be fine. I think it would be watchable. But, like, if you're like me, yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. If you can find a more base take, I say take it. I think I've fixed my audio problem to some degree. I looked up Yeti microphones, and apparently it's better if you project when the microphone's standing straight up right across the top of the mic, and I'd always had it tilted, which I think was kind of hurting me. So the part that would pick up the sound was kind of aimed the wrong way. So if you hear me better in this, let me know in the comments. And I'll be back with more videos later. Lots of events this week. On Thursday, I'm doing 2 events. I'll be at the Senior Center over in Marlton. It's called the Bright View Green Tree Senior Living. That's at 2:30 for How to Hunt the Jersey Devil. But then, open to the public, 7 p.m. I'll be at the Piccadilly Inn. The Piccadilly is in Chemung on 206. They have the best wings ever. So you should come on down, and I will do my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. And more stuff on Friday. I'll be at the Alpaca Farm again, an Unexpected Farm, 5 to 8. On Saturday, I'll be at Clement Farms Blueberry Festival in Pemberton, New Jersey, 10 to 4. And on Sunday, I Heart Horror Hot Rods and Ice Cream Monster Jamboree in Matawan from 4 to 9. So it's going to be a big week. Hope to see you there. We'll see you in the next one.